Nobody actually knows what's happening to the data. It's this incredibly complicated, dynamic ecosystem, and God knows what happens.
The best thing about the Data Transparency Lab is bringing together stakeholders from across many sectors so we can all sit down and talk about what the problem is and how we can fix it and how we can move the ball forward, how we can find the data we need to understand the ecosystem, how we can share that data with each other, how we can analyze and understand that data, and then turn it into something useful for our users.
But there is a very thin line between getting a good service and a breach of your privacy. We are at the point that the web ecosystem is getting eroded by ad blockers, by a lot of encryption, by open scandals on the media, and policymakers are noticing.
Transparency, it's a synonym of fairness. When you have nothing to hide, you don't have a problem being transparent.
So I think that data transparency is important, just to let people understand what is happening with a part of their personality. This part of their personality that is digital, so to speak. Is their digital life, their digital personality is as important as their physical one, and it has a lot of consequences in the way that we live, we relate to ourselves, even our own image and understanding of ourselves.
Users are not concerned the companies are making money from that. Users should be concerned about which data they are not aware of these companies have.
I think in 5-10 years, it'll be the case, very likely, that everything we eat, everything we buy, everything we put in our house is recorded somewhere.
If we let the internet come in our houses, and it will go there, and we don't solve these problems, it will be a very terrifying world. And I'm very firmly believe we can solve these problems, but it really takes a lot of effort, and we are trying to start right now.
The ecosystem works right now is simply unsustainable. People don't trust it, people don't like it.
You can't build a successful market without transparency.
Small catalyzer for things to happen, and this is what we're trying to do. We know that the problem is bigger than what we can do on our own, so the best use of our time and resources would be to start the chain reaction.
The solution for this is more transparency, more control, and putting the users in the center of the discussion.
I'm just glad to be here, and I think this is an important time, and it's great to see major players in the ecosystem stepping forward to take this topic so seriously.
And I'm very excited that this initiative exists.
So I'm looking forward to the next edition of the Data Transparency Conference, which will be probably in Colombia next year. I'm looking forward to more people and more attendance and greater results.
We like data. Data is fantastic.